Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 27 of Power Pop Shakers. This is where I talk about Power Pop new releases and the odd reissue as well. If you go to my channel and click on playlists, you'll find a playlist there called Power Pop Shakers, and you can listen to the tracks that I'm talking about today. Okay, the first thing I've uploaded is the full album Scheduled Explosions by Second Grade. And it's the latest LP from the singer-songwriter and guitarist Peter Gill, who comes from Philadelphia, and it's out on the Double Whammy label. You get 23 tracks in under 40 minutes, and it's in a similar style, I'd say, to Mo Troper, or maybe the Seattle mini legends from the 1990s, Sicko. It feels both contemporary and also comfortingly old-fashioned at the same time. Next up, I've uploaded the track Masaje Uzbeko by Lie Detectors, and it's their first new material from these Spanish garage rockers since the LP Long Play, which came out back in 2020. And it's a 7-inch single on the FOLC Records label. Hopefully there's an LP to follow later in the year, and they're brilliant live, and it would be great to actually see them here in the UK. Next, I've uploaded 2 tracks to the Power Pop Shakers playlist, Your Maze and Head in Flames by Eggs, and it comes from the LP Crafted Achievement on Howlin' Banana and Prefect Records. The band hail from Paris and has what I'd call an art school take on garage pop, and this is their second album. Okay, moving on, we've got the Woggles and Anyway the Wind, and it's from a 7-inch single on Rogue Records, and it's coupled with the track Slippin' Out. The band come from Atlanta, Georgia, and have been around since the late 1980s, always a reliable source for no-nonsense garage rock. And these tracks were recorded back in 2005 during the sessions for the Rock and Roll Backlash album. Next we've got the Vadooms and Hangman's Stomp new version, and that's from the 7-inch EP Doom with a Voo on Spin Out Nuggets. The band includes Bruce Brand, who's played with the Milkshakes, the Masonics and the Headcoats over the years. Next up, I've uploaded the track I Like You A Lot by the Hard-Ons, and it's taken from the Cheer Squad Records LP and CD I Like You A Lot Getting Older, and it's the third album with Tim Rogers, who used to be in UMI, on lead vocals, and with a focus very much on guitar pop. Next, I've uploaded a couple of tracks to the Power Pop Shakers playlist by the dB's, Black and White and Neverland. Black and White is from their debut album, The Sublime Stands for Decibels, which has been reissued on CD and LP by Propeller Sound Recordings. Neverland comes from their second album, the equally sublime Repercussion. Next we've got Don Mariani and 2 tracks, Day After Day and Jangleland. What you get is a superb recreation of the vocal on Badfinger's Day After Day, and a jangling guitar masterclass on Jangleland with a touch of pedal steel guitar, bringing to mind the Long Riders circa Native Sons. They're coupled together on a 7-inch single on the Rogue label. And he's been busy in recent months as the Stems toured to celebrate their 40th anniversary and also put out a 7-inch single. Next up, I've uploaded 4 tracks by Thus Love, Birthday Song, On the Floor, All Pleasure and Get Stable. And these are the catchiest tracks from their second album, All Pleasure, which is out on Captured Tracks on CD and LP. The band come from Brattleboro, Vermont, and the singer-guitarist I think is developing into a really charismatic pop star. Like label mates Lemon Twigs, it feels like there's nothing the band couldn't turn the hand to. This is epic 80s influenced guitar pop. Next, I've uploaded Wanna Be Your Lover by Luther Russell, and it's from the LP Happiness for Beginners on Curation. Fresh from his ongoing collaboration with Jody Stevens as Those Pretty Wrongs, it takes the big star power pop influenced sound on his 6th solo album, Medium Cool, to new heights. Amongst the contributors is Jason Faulkner, ex-Jellyfish. Next, I've uploaded the track Lay Me Down by Badfinger, a band with a tragic history and a career blighted by continual mismanagement. This was from the album Head First, which was recorded in December 1974 but not released until 2000. That album used the rough mix prepared by Apple Studios engineer Phil McDonald. In 2024, Warner Brothers found the original multi-track masters, and a new remix was released in December 2024 on CD and LP on the Y&T music label. It was remixed by Bob Jackson, who's the only surviving member of the Head First lineup, and this is the first time it's been released on vinyl. Next, I've uploaded the track She Comes in Rainbows by Bubblegum Lemonade, and you'll swear this is a previously unheard television personality's gem. It's taken from the CD Lawrence of Suburbia, and that's the 6th album from the Glasgow one-man band, and it's available on Matinee Recordings. The sound overall recalls those classic Scottish indie pop acts that combined a love of jangling guitars with a love for Velvet Underground. Next, I've uploaded to the Power Pop Shakers playlist the track Boo by the Bonzo Dog Doodah Band, and this is a previously unreleased demo version written by Neil Innes and Viv Stanchel, which didn't make the cut for the album Tadpoles. Madfish have now released it on a 20-disc set called Still Barking, and I'm still working my way through this mammoth set. If you can find it at a reduced price like I did, I think it's well worth getting. Next up, it's the track Let It Snow by Slander Tongue, and it's from a 7-inch single on the German label Alien Snatch, and it's coupled with Rock and Roll Bed. If you love the Flamin Groovies, you'll probably love this. One of the band even plays a Dan Armstrong plexi guitar, which was a favourite with Cyril Jordan. Next up, I've uploaded Hey by Mount Misery, and it's taken from their second LP, Love in Mind, on the Prefect label, which is the same label that has put out Eggs Crafted Achievement. The band comes from Hartlepool, as does the record label. They write 2.5-minute guitar pop gems, which are heavy on harmonies and jangling guitars. If you love early teenage fan club, I think you'll fall head over heels in love with Mount Misery. Next up, it's the Guy Hamper Trio featuring James Taylor on the track Dog Jaw Woman, and it's a 7-inch single on Spin Out Nuggets, coupled with The First Creature is Jealousy, and the guitarist Guy Hamper is a pseudonym for Billy Childish. They have an authentic mid-60s mod soul instrumental sound, which is given a Booker T worshipping Hammond organ sheen by fellow Medway legend James Taylor, and both tracks are lifted from the Damaged Goods LP Dogjaw Woman. Next, I've uploaded the full album C'est Deja L'heure, and also the track Angoisse, the official video for that, by the band Alvilda, and they're a French all-women 4-piece playing power pop to lift your spirits. This is their debut LP on Static Shock, and sometimes 2 guitars, bass and drums is all you need. Next, I've uploaded 3 tracks by Split System, On the Edge, The Drain, and Alone Again from the Cook Up live sessions. On the Edge is coupled with On the Loose on a 7-inch single on Legless in Australia and Drunken Sailor in the UK and EU. They're Australian punk rockers from Melbourne with a lead vocalist who's a cross between Frank Carter and Chris Bailey. It's brutal and melodic at the same time. I've also included The Drain, taken from their second LP, Volume 2, which was released back in February 24 on Legless, Drunken Sailor and Goner in the US. Alone Again is a live recording made for a Melbourne website called Cooked Up Sessions, and it's incendiary stuff. Next, I've uploaded 2 tracks by Pleasance, Losing Streak, coupled with Sick Sad Situation, and it's a 7-inch single on the label Under the Gun. They're another Australian band, this time from Perth, with a more late 70s guitar power pop sound. The 2 tracks were recorded at home on a 4-track cassette, and they sound perfect to me. And moving along, we come to She and Me by Peter Holsapple from the Fave of 68 CD on label 51 Recordings, and it's his first album in 7 years. He plays to his strengths. There's stripped back, jangling guitar pop with breathtaking melodies. There was a vinyl edition also put out for Record Store Day. It's produced by Don Dixon, who produced most of R.E.M's IRS Records material. Next up, it's the -5 and Blow in My Bag from the CD and LP Or on Penelope on Yep Rock. And Scott McGaughey is still going strong with stellar support from Peter Buck, Kurt Block, Debbie Peterson and Linda Pittman, and it's produced by Ed Stasium. Right, next I've uploaded to the Power Pop Shakers playlist the track Till the Morning by Brian Daddario, and it's from his first solo album Till the Morning on CD and LP, and it's the debut release on Lemon Twig's own label Headstock. Despite being billed as a solo album, his brother Michael plays on most of the tracks, co-produces and also co-sings on 2 tracks. So if you're a Lemon Twigs fan, you'll want to add this to your collection, and it'll be interesting to see how the Headstock label develops going forward. Next, I've uploaded 2 tracks by British Birds, Locomotive and Merry-Go-Round. Locomotive is a one-off download only, but Merry-Go-Round is from the LP Silence Daedalus, which is out on the 13th of June on their own DIY label British Birds. Their garage pop psych-tinged sound stands out from the crowd, as Bobby Mambo has a knack of writing tunes which lodge in your brain on first listen. If you like the Lovely Eggs and the Bug Club, you'll enjoy this. Actually interviewed the band for the April issue of Shindig magazine. Next, I've uploaded tracks by the Squares, the Meanies, the Jeff Hill Band, the Letters and the Squad, and they all come from the CD LP Secret Superstar Sounds on Soul Jazz. This is a lovely vinyl package, and inside you've got liner notes. It's in a similar style to the Punk 45 double albums that Soul Jazz used to put out, but on this occasion it's focusing more on power pop from the late 70s. Next, I've uploaded 2 tracks, Too Far Out Take 5 by The Impact, and also Ain't No Use aka Love Gone Again vocal take 5 by the Birds of Prey. These come from a 3 CD set called Too Far Out on Cherry Red. It comes in one of these little clamshell cases that Cherry Red seem to favour. I'm not over impressed with the packaging, as the booklet is quite flimsy and the writing's very small. Right, despite the packaging, it's definitely a treasure trove of beat, mod and R&B from Joe Meek's legendary Teach-Us Tapes archive, and so on that basis it's well worth getting. Okay, next up I've uploaded the track Enough Is Enough by The Hives, and this is yet another high energy tuneful punk song to add to their resume, and it's taken from the CD and LP The Hives, Forever Forever The Hives on Play It Again Sam. I saw them just last week on Later with Jules Holland, and they were in excellent form. Okay, next I've uploaded 2 tracks by Pulp, Spike Island and Got to Have Love, and it's their first album in 24 years, and it's available on CD and LP and was released on the 6th of June on Rough Trade. It took just 3 weeks to record. Excellent live performances recently for the BBC have really shown that they are in absolute sparkling form. Next up we've got Robert Forster and the track All of the Time, and it's from the LP and CD Strawberries on Tap It, and it's another album that was quickly recorded, and it took I think just 4 weeks to do. Forster here is having a fun on a set of mainly story-based songs, and it's a welcome turn of events after the personal and confessional The Candle in the Flame, which came out a couple of years ago. And next It's Kimberley Rew and Lee Cave Berry and the track Listen in Colour. For me, he's one of the UK's greatest pop songwriters, and it's a track from his CD Happy Place, which will be self-released on the 14th of July. And the guitar solo can rival Richard Thompson, and I'm hoping the rest of the album has the same basic guitar, bass, drums sound as on his very early recordings just post the Soft Boys and prior to Katrina and the Waves, which came out on the Bible of Bop mini album in the early 1980s. It's a real favourite of mine. And next I've uploaded to the Power Pop Shakers playlist a track called the Pink Floyd Research Group by Luke Haynes and Peter Buck, and it's from the CD and LP Going Down to the River to Blow My Mind on Cherry Red, and that's due out on the 25th of July. And that'll be followed by a UK tour supported by the -5. I can't wait for that. I think it could well be the tour of the year. Okay, and that's all the information I've got for now. I will see you again very soon, so take care.